What I'm most excited about today is basically the group of people we've gotten together and hearing a whole range of people talking about their perspectives on forests and how they look and what we can learn from other people.
This is our third dialogue that we've had in just under a year. We've got full capacity. We had over 40 people register.
The theme of this GFD is basically what's next, which is two simple words, but it's obviously reflecting in Victoria or in Gippsland, there's going to be some really major changes over the next years. It's just about actually starting to think, where do we go from here?
To govern and manage a public estate like Victoria's forests, we have to have at least some common understanding of what's going on and what's desirable and how we're going to get there. So this is a chance to explore those things in a very open way.
I'm showing them not only about significance of the burns and the cultural sites. We have also got a new plantation for the black cockatoos.
To be welcomed onto country like that is really special.
Protecting the people is the main priority out here, and making sure that there's always a bush that people can come home to.
We've lost a bit of our way in terms of a collective vision for our forests.
To finally get some sort of agreement or reasoning, I think it's great to have the conversations and move forward.
Just on a crossroad there, we looked at 4 different aspects of forest management and / fuel reduction burning.
Seeing 4 different fire histories of the forest, it was just like the best outdoor classroom you could go to.
The challenges that exist for effective management for forest health. So whether that's fire, whether that's conservation outcomes, whether that's for timber production or other uses, how do you actually try and integrate those things?
Lived in the bush, 3rd generation in the bush. We're concerned about the wildlife, it's diminished, the degradation of the forest due to high fuel loads and the impact of the wildfire.
We definitely can see and hear as we move around this part of the landscape what's remembered, the knowledge that's been kept, but also with what's been lost in terms of traditional practices.
I've tried to get people to think differently on country, and to pick up a stick and draw on the ground, I think is something pretty special.
Today, I think, is when dialogue really starts.
There are some people who are very confident that we are in a state of a biodiversity and climate crisis. And there are other people who are saying, no, there's not really a crisis. So already your starting point is quite fundamentally different.
The main thing is those group of people are getting together and talking and trying to form up how we can help manage the bush better.
So I see this sort of emergence of ideas about how and what kind of futures people want. And then from there, they'll start to work out some pathways. And I think interesting things will happen of their own accord.
It's very important that the voice of the community is recognised and supported by the GFD, but it's not created by the GFD. The process will be sharing people's learnings and charting the next GFD and the next GFD in 2024.
That we have to change from this approach where nature is always something that we have control over, whereas I think Indigenous knowledge always gives us a different starting point, which is so much more older, and it says that we are part of nature.
You want to look after the forest like you're looking after your own home.
Personally have this real emotional drive to care for the forest.
It's the same age as me. It's a part of me.
Being a part of conversations is super valuable, and I hope that it continues to grow and evolve and adapt.